don't need views on your YouTube type beat channel in order to sell beats. Most producers live with that misconception that you can only sell your beats if you have that huge type beat channel that draws thousands of views per day. And I promise you, you don't need that to sell your beats. Here's a beat that I've recently sold, and here's how many views it has. And this is not the first time that I've sold a beat with less than 500 views. And that's why in this video I will share with you the 3 things you need to sell your beats without any views, and why it is not necessary to have a huge channel that draws thousands of views per day in order to make some sustainable money. The first thing that you need, which is also the basic requirement in order to sell your beats without any views, is consistency. That might sound like some super basic advice, but I don't mean what you hear in all these other videos where it is like, yeah, you have to be consistent, you have to post a lot, you have to be passionate. It's not about that. With consistency, I mean something totally different. Of course, the most basic advice, which you have probably heard before, is to post as much as possible, preferable daily, on your YouTube type beat channel. In most cases, you will hear that because of some obvious reasons, like the algorithm catches up faster, and also you can show YouTube a lot faster that you are an expert for that specific topic, which is a type beat in a certain niche, so that you can rank on search faster. And let's be honest, because it's easy to repeat and they just heard it on another video and actually don't know what they are talking about. But the reason I'm telling you that consistency is an important factor when you want to sell your beats without any views is something totally different. Of course, in order to get like some sort of traffic to your channel, you need at least one beat with some views. If you have 0 views on all your beats, it's unlikely to sell them. But if you, for example, have 5 beats and just one has some views and the other 4 don't have views, it is definitely possible to sell the other 4 as well. Because once an artist is hooked to your beats and you got the right sound for him, you got the consistency. And another thing which I want to talk about right after this point, it doesn't really matter if your beats have a lot of views or not. Because consistency does not only mean that you post a lot. Consistency, how I define consistency, defines a lot more things than just posting a lot of beats on your YouTube channel. And at this point, the other factor that I just mentioned gets important too. But before I will tell you what it is, let me know in the comments if you have sold a beat with less than 500 views before. Let's see if we can inspire some producers simply by reading your comment so that they can see that it's actually possible and a lot more people do it than they think. So the other part of the consistency, besides your upload schedule, is the quality of your beats. Because it's not only important that you post 7 beats per week, you also want to post 7 good beats per week. And honestly, I don't know why so many producers think that once you stick to that everyday upload schedule, you can't put out a good beat every single time. Because I see so many producers do it, and I can confidently say that I do it myself. If you're still one of those producers who think it is impossible to post a high quality, sellable beat every single day, you should maybe think about doing something else than music. And of course, the reason why the quality also matters is pretty simple. And that's also the reason why you just need that one beat with some views. If the quality of your beats is on point, an artist that already knows you is not deterred by the low amount of views on your beat. In my experience, some artists actually have the tendency to look for beats on your channel that have low amounts of views because they think it's easier for them to get them exclusively. If they know you are consistent with your quality, it doesn't really matter to them if a beat has a high amount of views or not. If you got the right quality and the sound that they are looking for, which is also part of the consistency, so you have to be consistent in your sound, that every single time they click on a beat of yours, they can find something that they can work with or want to work with, then they will actively search for that one gem in your catalog. So make sure to be consistent in every part of your beat game. And if you finally got an artist to download a single beat of yours on BeatStars, the last important point of selling beats without any views comes into play. Because now you have his email address. And if you haven't realized the power of email marketing as a producer in 2025 and you're still sleeping on it, then now is the best time to start email marketing. Because email marketing is one of the best tools for producers to increase their chances of getting consistent sales. And your email list is by fact one of the only things that you can own. If YouTube takes away your channel, you still have your email list. If you're smart with it, nobody can take that away from you. I don't want to just simply talk about email marketing, why you should use it, why it's such a great tool for producers. I want to give you something tangible that you can use right away if you don't know where to start and want to start with email email marketing right now. So here's one of the emails that I've recently sent to the artists on my email list, just to start a conversation about their latest release, to see which vibes they currently on, what sounds they are using, and stuff like that. The important part is that you have some sort of call to action, which in this case is, hey, hit me up, I want something from you, send me your song. It's all about starting a genuine conversation. Depending on their response, you got several options to let that conversation flow. Future releases, what they plan next. They send you a whole project, you can listen through the project and let them know which is your favorite song and why it is your favorite song. And maybe you've got a beat which has a similar style and no views, you can send it to them. I think you get the idea. And now you know exactly what it needs to sell beats without any views. But if you struggle in general to make your first beat sale, then check out this video where you get all the tools to sell your first beat.